Am I the asshole for moving on quickly? For context, I am a 17-year-old female that was dating a 17-year-old male. We met during early September and broke it off mid-February. I just want to clarify why I seemed so unattached after we broke up. The reason for this was that he wasn't putting in an effort, and for the time we were together, never asked me out on a date once, never liked to be seen in public with me, and thought my interests were corny and weird. That guy wasn't your lover, he was your hater, for real. I was planning to break up already during the beginning of the month, but him leaving on a flight and doing nothing for Valentine's Day was kind of the last straw. Oh my god. Consistently during our relationship, he would tell me to shut up or that I was embarrassing him in public. Oh my god, you should have broken up with him a long time ago, it sounds like. During this time, I was taking AP Physics, Chem, Law, and Functions. That's 4 AP courses. Oh my god. I was under a lot of stress, but I always made sure I went to his friends' parties since he'd get upset if I wasn't. Top tier girlfriend, for real. I have been diagnosed with social anxiety and on a relatively high dosage, but he hated when I didn't feel like going to another party or a school dance. He said it doesn't exist. And how I'm using it as an excuse to stay in. He said your mental illness doesn't exist? Oh my god. I gave up my nights to listen to him and comfort him, but if I showed signs of anxiety or stress, he would tell me to apologize to his friends, as it would make them uncomfortable. This bit is somewhat understandable. I would sometimes snap at them if they pushed my buttons or crossed some boundaries teasingly, but I felt undermined at this point. He'd get upset if I didn't wear overly feminine clothes or act less traditionally girly in public. He'd even tell me to go get him condoms, and that he was too embarrassed to do it himself since he wanted to frick. So yeah. After New Year's, I started hanging out with some of my other friends, more of the artsy, weird kids, and getting back into art. I was super happy since the new semester allowed me to get back into my hobbies. The day we broke up, this was done over the phone. He started crying and said that he knew I was returning to my old self and hanging out with different people, like her happy self before she met him. And yes, I did try to be enthusiastic and generally excited to see him. We were dating. I want to put in effort. Of course I will lose interest if you continually ignore me. What? A week or so after, I saw these funny girlfriend/boyfriend application TikToks, so I decided to make one myself, with my intention to be completely satire with nonsensical questions. I posted it on my Instagram story and had a good laugh with some of my friends. Looking back on it, I can see why I was insensitive. Sometime in April, one of our mutual friends came up to me and said that the way I moved on too quick was horrible. He made me apologize and said I'm an asshole. I felt really bad for what I posted, but it didn't last long. Although I know this makes me sound evil, I generally could not care less about that man and how he felt. I feel like something is wrong with me for feeling this way, but I also feel like it is justified. I asked one of my friends, and they said I should probably practice more empathy, but I genuinely feel like it wasn't that bad. Like, yes, insensitive, but he clearly didn't actually click on the form and saw the questions I wrote down. I just kind of feel conflicted, and I'd like to know if I'm being super insensitive and ignorant, or if it's justified for me to feel this way because he acted so disinterested during the relationship. So why does he care now that I've moved on? Okay, so he was obviously taking advantage of you. He wanted to put you into a mold. He wanted to reap the benefits of what you gave him and give you absolutely nothing back. You shouldn't feel bad at all, Queen. Oh my god, you should have broken up with him way sooner. You guys let me know what you think, and if you want to hear more Reddit stories like this, click the plus sign on my profile picture to follow me.